Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1845 of What You Up To Now, documenting the journey as I originally came into the online world in 2017. It wasn't until 2018, I think, that I started to show up in videos and things, but I transitioned from brick and mortar corporate world and owning my own businesses to the online world in 2017, 2018, and started doing things, right? Checking it out, trying to figure it out, join ClickFunnels. If you don't know what ClickFunnels is, it's a funnel building software platform. It's a software as a service platform. And I joined the certification program, to learn how to do the foundational things in the online world. And I think that was a good place for me to start, and done lots of things based on that or from that sense. Some good, some bad, some really, really ugly and demoralizing because they were such epic failures. When you do your first webinar, when you do your first anything, you think it's going to succeed and you have high hopes for it. And then when you get nothing, zero, no attention whatsoever, it's a little devastating. But guess what? It happens to pretty much everybody. We think it doesn't. We compare ourselves to other people, which is a quick road to failure. So we stopped doing that. Somewhere along the road, as we're learning and developing, growing and figuring things out, and having mentors and coaches and whatever we need personally, because each of our journey is different, we figured out we stop comparing ourselves to others. We don't listen to haters and people that are judging us, especially if they're not doing the thing that they're judging us on. Business owners, and if you have any level of success in your life, you know what I'm talking about. You'll get a promotion or something at work, and instead of your friends congratulating you, they're talking about you behind your back. Are they really your friends? Probably not. Our topic today is making headway on our goals. Are you making headway on your goals and objectives? This year's annual challenge is all about getting your goals. It's the Get Your Goals annual challenge. So this month we're focusing on emotional goals. We're just finishing up the SOAP framework today, and we're doing the P on the SOAP framework, which stands for progress. And making headway is all about it comes from the nautical world, a ship's forward progress toward its destination. The same is true for us. Are we making forward progress toward our goals? And how do we know? So today we talked about, well, one of the ways to know is to measure or track. And we talked about just tracking whether we did it or not. And one of the fastest, easiest ways to track whether you've done something or not, just grab a little Post-it or a piece of paper or a napkin and put a little hatch mark on it that you did that thing for the day. Or you can X it off on your calendar if you're marking days. Whatever is appropriate to remind you to do the thing that you want to do. And I believe now, the older I get, that the simpler we keep things, the more likely we are to do them. If we can make them automatic, all the better. We can set reminders on our phone. We can hold ourselves accountable. I'm actually going to put my gratitude journal right next to my bed so that at least before I go to bed every night, I will make sure that I document and write in my, where's my first one? Gratitude journal. This is a new gratitude journal this year. And so I just started my grateful for list. So then I hatch mark yesterday that I did it for the first time. And then tonight when I do it, I'll hatch mark. And I'm just taking a Post-it note and put a little hatch mark on it when I do it so that I remind myself to do it and hold myself accountable toward doing it. This is one of those things that's really hard to measure. So I just want to keep track of if I do it, the thing or not. I do the same thing when I'm trying to make sure that I drink more water. I'll stick a Post-it note on the counter, and every time I have a glass of water, I buy a glass of water, fill it up, drink it. I mean, as soon as I drink it, I make a hatch mark. And that's how I make sure I get 8 to 10 glasses of water a day. When I find myself out of the habit of drinking enough water and getting enough fluids and being hydrated, because hydration is super important. Maybe we'll talk about that when we get to the physical aspect of our goals. So making headway was our idiom for supersize your business today. Gave an example in our businesses. How do we know if we're actually making headway or not? And I shared an example from one of my businesses where we thought we were making headway. We were profitable, and our key performance indicators, our key measures, looked like we were going in the right direction. But the truth was, when we analyzed the big picture and all of the costs of doing business with a particular group of clients, we realized that they were not profitable. We were moving in the wrong direction. And by switching them out, we ended up growing exponentially. So I shared that story. That's it. That's all I've got today. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye. Go for your goals.